What's going on, lovely people of the internet? It is Hootmoney here with another video for you guys today. Today, we're going to be doing some technical analysis on AMC and GameStop because they are moving right now. They could potentially see some absolutely cataclysmic gains out of them as they're highly shorted. They're a retail favorite. So I wanted to bring you guys the update video on these two stocks, give you guys mainly just some technical analysis and then unusual whales option flow so you guys can get an idea of where this stock is going. None of this is financial advice, so do your own research on top of this as well. Anyways, my friends, with all that being said, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you all are new, check out that first link in the description if you want Hootmoney trade alerts. We're doing very well on those this week, up over 70% on the week alone. And with all that being said, let's get right into it. All right, so here's the GameStop chart. It hit a high of 87% gains from its low back here on March 18th, which is less than a week ago. Absolutely insane gains right there. After hours, it made a nice move as well. This was all on the news that Ryan Cohen bought 100,000 more shares of GameStop. If you guys don't know who Ryan Cohen is, he is the co-founder of Chewy, which is an online retailer for dogs and cats and pets and all of that stuff. He's also on the board of GameStop, and his job is to transition GameStop from being a box retailer, like something at the mall, to an online retailer. Bed Bath & Beyond also saw 120% gains, as you guys can see right here, when Ryan Cohen announced that he's a 10% shareholder of Bed Bath & Beyond. AMC was the sympathy play here to GameStop, and the algorithms definitely caught on to this one because AMC had a 31% gain as of yesterday, including the after hours move as well. And I've seen other people mention this before, but it's kind of wild how algorithmically tied AMC and GameStop's price action are to each other, because this news right here of Ryan Cohen buying 100,000 more shares of GameStop has nothing to do with AMC, but AMC also saw some very nice gains moving up there, while GameStop was the one that actually got the news. So doing some technical analysis, we have AMC's chart up here. What's actually very interesting is that I have spider lines on AMC's chart, which actually work very well. Spider lines only work as a technical analysis strategy on a stock that runs parabolic such as AMC, so it can be a decently accurate signal. As you guys can see, the spider line acted as a diagonal support level right here during its come down. And I'm not going to explain how to make spider lines in this video, but as you guys can see, they do work pretty well at depicting support and resistance levels. Leave a comment down below if you guys want me to show you guys how exactly to draw these spider lines. Anyways, the technical setup here on AMC is absolutely phenomenal. As you guys can see, Market Cipher, which is the technical analysis tool that I use, is showing very red money flow, which is okay, don't worry about that, but it's also showing a potential VWAP crossover and a green dot, which is a buy signal on Market Cipher. This is exactly what you want to see. You want to be buying a stock under red money flow, correct? Because that is one of the lower points you're going to get it in the stock's life cycle, and you want to be getting it on a green dot because that means momentum is pushing to the upside. So we are seeing a very good technical setup here on AMC. As you guys can see, the last green dot was all the way back in January 2021, which was definitely a very successful signal. The weekly chart printed a nice green dot back here. This was towards the beginning of February. It was definitely still a decent entry back there. Moving into the daily analysis, the VWAP is pointing up. The wave is in the positive momentum. It's still red money flow overall, but it does look like there could be still more upside. There's also some nice bullish divergence right here between the price action of AMC and the blue waves here on Market Cipher. There's bullish divergence, meaning that there could be potentially more upside than this first rally that we saw right here. Well, it's already more upside. 12-hour chart looks a little bit different. It is showing signs that it could be cooling off with that VWAP pointing down. However, it did move into green money flow, which is a very good sign. As you guys can see, we haven't been in green money flow on AMC since November of 2021. on the 12-hour chart. So seeing that we're moving into green money flow here is a very good sign. Then the 4-hour chart right here is showing that it is very overbought right now. It's about to print a red dot, meaning that it could pull back briefly here. Now what we want to see if it does pull back right here is a nice bounce off of this spider line right here. Boom, it comes right back up from 18 to 20. The hourly chart has seen red Heikin-Ashi candles since pre-market this morning, meaning that the momentum is on the downside. We're also seeing the VWAP right here point down, and the blue waves are still on the positive side, meaning that there's potentially some more downside risk on these shorter time frames. The 15-minute chart is also showing some slight downside risk here. We have a bunch of red Heikin-Ashi candles. The momentum is clearly pointing to the downside. What we want to see out of this price action is a bounce off of this $18 level back up to 20. Market Cipher is also showing the green money flow is cooling off. VWAP is pointing down for now. It is on a negative momentum wave, and there was a big green dot right here. This means that AMC is looking to bounce. However, with the money flow pointing down, the VWAP also pointing down, it does look like a bounce would be met with more selling. So overall, if this parabolic uptrend does continue in AMC stock, I do expect at least a brief cool off period where it goes flat or slightly down before making its next move. Here we have the Unusual Whales options flow. We're looking at 15,000 premium or more, ask side only, to get a general idea of the sentiment right now. As you guys can see, there's been plenty of options volume right here. A lot of calls came in at open, which is absolutely insane. More puts have been fired throughout the day, but overall it is very, very bullish. As you guys can see right here, it is 77% bullish premium being spent, 76% bullish call option volume. So overall, it is a very bullish day for AMC. Over the past few months or so, AMC has been riddled with absolutely insanely bearish premium. So to see it flip to very, very bullish is a very, very good sign for AMC. Looking at the historical options flow for AMC, it did spike up yesterday, having 570,000 in call option volume. Absolutely insane. There's already been 432,000 in call option volume as of today, and it is only 11:18 a.m. The market hasn't even been open for 2 hours. So I do expect call option volume to exceed what it did do yesterday at 570,000 right there. Looking at the call option volume and comparing it to the chart of AMC, you guys can see clearly there is a correlation between price action and call option volume right here. So when there is a spike up in call option volume, it could lead to an enormous rally. But it does obviously show that the most volume was back here in May of 2021. So it would take a lot of call option buying to get back to those levels. And I just want to make it clear that although there is some correlation between the call option volume and the price action of AMC, it doesn't mean that call option volume is going to be the causation of price action in AMC. There can be an outside source that causes the price to go up, such as a short squeeze, right? Then the FOMO buyers of call options will jump in once that news does hit. Looking at the biggest option trades of the day, it's 50-50 bearish bullish. As you guys can see, the biggest option trade was $290,000 worth of premium right there, with a $19 put option expiring on April 14th. It is part of a multi-leg strategy. It does say that the size is greater than open interest as well, meaning that they probably didn't get filled for $400,000 worth of put options right there. But the multi-leg strategy was 2 put options, so overall definitely a very bearish strategy. You're also seeing the dark pool volume spike up as of yesterday for the first time that we've seen in a while on this stock. Max pain for March 26 is at 16.5, so this is the strike price which would cause the most amount of put buyers and call buyers to lose money on AMC, and that is at $16.50. If we move into April 14th, which is the next monthly expiration, that is at $18 right there. Here we're looking at the gamma exposure for AMC, and it is all positive net gamma. It starts to become negative gamma under that $16 level. However, we are definitely above the $16 level right now. And as you guys can see, there is tons of gamma exposure at this $20 level as well. If you guys don't understand gamma exposure, I personally believe this was a huge contribution to the sell-off in AMC in the first place from November onwards, because there was tons of negative gamma exposure. There was tons of puts being spammed on AMC, and it caused a chain reaction as well as the overall market coming down, bringing down AMC stock. So now the fact that we have a ton of positive gamma exposure, it does allow AMC to violently recover. I'd like to quickly thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Moomoo, a licensed FINRA broker that does absolutely zero payment for order flow. They're running a promotion right now where all you got to do is deposit $1 on their platform. You can get up to $7,000 in free stock. On top of that, you also get a free share of NEO, currently going for $21 per share. Again, only a deposit of $1 on their platform. Get a free lunch on Hootmoney with your NEO share. Get a free lotto ticket on Hootmoney as well, up to $7,000 worth. You can get Apple stock, Amazon stock, Google stock, Tesla stock, you name it, you can get it. Links are below in the description or pinned comment section. And with all that being said, let's get right back into the video. Looking at GameStop right here, we got the 2-week chart. As you guys can see, very similar to AMC. It's oversold. It's going to get that VWAP crossover and potentially print a green dot on the negative side. Last time it did this back here, it was a very good signal in August of 2020. I mean, the stock was trading at $10 per share. Weekly chart is also starting to look really good. It's showing bullish divergence right here. When you see bullish divergence as well as red money flow, it does show that the stock could potentially be bottoming out. Daily chart is also showing that there's room to run. The VWAP is pointing up, the red money flow is curving up, and it is still on a negative blue wave. So there is definitely some more room to run right here. 12-hour chart is still showing that there is more room to run. However, it is on a positive momentum wave and the VWAP is pointing down. The red money flow is still coming up, potentially turning green right there. So that means that even if we do get a red dot on the 12-hour chart, it would come down and then potentially bounce back up because that red money flow, again, it's curling up. 4-hour chart showing the exact same thing. The red money flow is coming up. However, it is definitely overbought. Gonna print that red dot with that VWAP crossover. So it potentially comes back down. But again, guys, because that money flow is coming up because of the daily chart, we will probably get some more bullish pressure after the cool off period. And then the hourly chart actually looks very good. It's showing that we could potentially get a fake out right here. So even though technically it should still come down based on this hourly chart, we're getting the VWAP pointing up. We're getting the green money flow starting to point back up. We could remain overbought on this hourly. We also got a green Heikin-Ashi candle right here. So intraday, there could be some bullish movement. So overall, I'm really seeing two scenarios right here. The first scenario is the potential cool off period and then coming right back up. The second scenario is what the hourly is actually pointing out right here, and the fact that we might get a green dot soon. So a lot of the time on these squeeze plays, it can ignore that it is overbought and it can continue higher anyways. It simply ignores normal price action and it continues to squeeze. Here we have the unusual whales options flow for GameStop. As you guys can see, it's a little bit less bullish at 63% bullish. Tons of call options came in the morning. I mean, just look at all of this green. Some more bearish pressure did come in around 10:30 right there as well. But overall, we're seeing tons and tons of green. Bulls are targeting mainly the 325 expiration right there, going for those weekly options, but also the 414 and the 120 2023 as well. Bulls are also targeting mostly that $20 strike price. However, the second highest is at $150. $1.50. Super interesting here because this is so deep in the money. As you guys can see, call option volume right here is reaching a new high from the past few months. However, it has not spiked up close to the values that it has seen in the past. As you guys can see, it did have higher call option volume. So GameStop could be seeing a nice little run. It's only 11.34 right now, so it could potentially go higher throughout the day. It's already at 160,000 in call option volume compared to 218,000 as of yesterday. So it's likely to go a bit higher as of today. And I'm definitely not seeing the same correlation between price action and call option volume, although there definitely is some here as well. The biggest option trades of the day were very high premium. As you guys can see, the lowest premium was 360,000 right there. The biggest of the day was 1.5 million. It was a bullish bet, selling of a put option, also a multi-leg strategy, buying of a put option, selling of a put option. They're essentially selling a put option for 1.5 million in premium right there and using those proceeds to buy a put option for $5 less of the strike price. After these two trades, there were 4 more bullish call option bets, so meaning buying of the call option. These were all from floor traders and they were buy to open, which is definitely very significant right there, for 1.1 million in premium and 500,000 respectively. We also saw a huge increase in dark pool volume with that 30% day as of yesterday, and dark pool volume is very high today, and we're not even halfway through the day as well. This is what I hate seeing the most. I hate seeing a nice good day for retail investors with GameStop going up and dark pool volume also being high. It just makes things so much more freaking suspicious. Max pain for 325, which is the weekly expiration, is at 105 right there, and the monthly expiration is at 120. They both pose some downside risk, and unfortunately they're not showing the gamma exposure dashboard here on Unusual Whales. Anyways, that's about it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy. As always, AMC and GME are on an absolute tear. They're both definitely slightly overbought here, but remember, when we're dealing with something so manipulated like AMC or GameStop, a lot of the times normal price action you can throw out the window and it can remain in that overbought territory much longer than it makes sense. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it as always. Drop a like on it if you guys did enjoy as well. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hit that post notification bell so you never miss an update here on this channel. Also, check out Moomoo if you want up to $7,000 in free stock, as well as a free share of Neo on top of that. Also, I'm up over 70% in my trading account as of today in the past week. You can check out Hootmoney trade alerts using that first link in the description. Anyways, my friends, that's about it. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Have a wonderful day.